Humans are born and welcomed by sets of rules and beliefs that is instilled to us by our parents, ancestors, and society from generations to generations. Today, I will discuss socially responsible teachers, moral and ethical, together with Mr. Kim Jan Havenis. Do you know that moral came from the Latin word mos, which means customs, and ethics came from the Greek word ethos, which means character, which is not really clear on how they interpret this in our time. So today, I'm going to explain to you a very short and simple on how to understand moral and ethics. Moral is more of insight, more of internal or personal values. We learn this from our parents and our ancestors, and we practice this every day by thinking or deciding which actions are we gonna do, if it's good or bad or right or wrong. While ethics is more of external, outside. This is what the society expects us to do. And we learn this especially if we are working or we are involved in a society, organization, or in a community. So we have to follow this so we can stay in our job. The best example is the teaching professions. We have code of ethics that we follow, and it will be discussed by Mr. Kim Jan Havenis on after my discussion. And some other professions, they have also code of ethics that they follow. How can you tell in one situation this is the moral part and this is the ethical part? Like for example, if you're a man in uniform, you are sent to a job or a mission, and your mission requires you to kill. In ethical part, it's right to kill, so you can accomplish the mission. In moral part, it's bad to kill. It's wrong. So that's when the ethical part and the moral part has a conflicting situation. Morality. This is when we exhibit or characterize or the reason why this individual or this person is taking this behavior or action. The first stage of morality is morality of self-interest. Like for example, when a person found a bag of money, he will return this money to have a reward or gain praise, or this person is doing this totally for his own self-interest. He doesn't want to be jailed, or maybe this person will give the owner of the money will give him a reward. The second stage is morality of law and social rules. When this person who found the money, he will return this to the authority. He is just being a good citizen. He follow rules and he abide laws. Last stage is morality of abstract principles. This when the person who found the money, again as an example, when he returned this to the authority because he follow rules and laws, and also it is his moral value. It's a combination of following rules from the society and the government and his moral values. What is social responsibility anyway? So as a person, we have moral values that we believe, and we have these rules that we follow from the government, from organization, and community. And sometimes it doesn't match up to your moral values. So that's when your social responsibility is taking over. That's when you speak up or you do something to resolve the issue. What are the social responsibility of a teacher? First is unbiased teaching. As teachers, we have our own beliefs in politics, religion, and about life. It is our responsibility not to force our student to believe on what we believe, but instead, we provide knowledge and information for them to have on thinking and decision and to think independently. Second is social policy in school. So in school, there are two types of students. One one is with high income or came from a family with resources. Second is a student with low income or came from a family with no resources at all. So, as a teacher, it is our responsibility to be considerate of their situation. And sometimes we would take responsibility and take over, like we provide help to our student. Like for example, if you have a student that have talent and you want to help her, so sometimes, like in my case, my teacher helped me to provide costumes and shoes because she saw me that I can dance and I have talent. So that's when her responsibility is taking over. Lastly, social education. It is not enough for us teachers to be aware of social justice. It is important for us, and it's our responsibility to provide safe place and open-minded environment for our students so they can discuss about inequitable distribution of wealth, power, marginalized population, gender, and social inequality. This discussion will help tolerance and unbiased teaching in our students. My last topic here is ethical standards for teachers. We practice this inside the classroom and outside the classroom. First is respect. Respect is being demonstrated in between student and teachers. We respect spiritual belief, cultural diversity, and social justice. If there's respect, there will be no conflict, and it will help the learning process to be faster and effective. Second is integrity. This part is quite challenging because we are human. We are entitled to commit mistakes. But as much as possible, we have to do our best to have integrity. Why? Because our student is looking up into us and we are their role model. If we have integrity, students will trust us and respect us, and we will able to lead them effectively. Third is care. We teachers, we are the second parents to our students. When the students or a person feel cared, she will feel safe, and this feeling of being safe will help her to be more effective and she can focus more on her learnings. Last is trust. When the students trust their teacher, it's easier for them to approach their teachers. And also, it's easier for teacher to know what's the problem of the student and what kind of teaching approach or methods that she's going to give to the student to be effective and she can learn more. And also, if the teacher show trust to her student, the student will have more confidence in exploring her abilities and skills. Classmates, Sir D, this is the end of my discussion. I hope you learned something from me, and let's welcome Mr. Kim Jen Havenis to discuss Code of Ethics.